Clogged gutters aren't just a hassle. They can wreck your roof, siding, and even your foundation. Companies promise gutter guards as a never clean again fix. But are they really worth it, or just another costly myth? Let's see. Hi, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the PissedConsumer channel. First up, foam and plastic guards, the cheapest option, starting around $2 a foot at Home Depot or Amazon. You can snap them in yourself, but summer heat makes them brittle, and in wildfire states, they're even flagged as a fire risk. That's why CAL FIRE and the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety warn homeowners to skip plastic or foam and stick with metal instead. Stainless steel micro mesh like Raptor, Master Shield, or LeafFilter is the go-to choice in 2025. They block pine needles and grit much better than foam or plastic. But maintenance-free? Well, not quite. A homeowner on Reddit complained that pollen and sludge turned into a paste on top, forcing him to brush it clean a couple of times a year. And roof grit piles up too, meaning even the best mesh still needs work. Mesh is just one style. Another popular option is the reverse curve guard, like LeafGuard or Gutter Helmet, sold as a lifetime permanent fix. But reviews tell a different story. In heavy rain, water often shoots straight over the edge, flooding yards and foundations. Since no design is perfect, we asked our expert which systems actually hold up under extreme rain and how homeowners should match the guard type to their climate and roof.
The problem with the gutter covers is it's a do-it-yourself category, so a lot of people do it themselves. Unfortunately, what you see in the big box stores fail within 2-3 years. So you have millions of homes, you have hundreds of products. I would say 80-90% of them don't work for a long period of time, so they do fail. I tell people all the time, do not go with the cheapest one. Like, for example, I'll give just one example. I don't want to disparage the brand, but there's a sponge. Like, people literally put sponge inside, and all it does, it will last 1 or 2 years. It will absorb not only moisture but debris, seeds, and you will have stuff growing from it, and it also will change its form, going to get super dry, and you still will have to clean it. So I tell people, why would you install something that you still need to clean a year later? And even owners of those brands, there's several of them, and they sell it at all big box stores. They say, yeah, once a year, once in 2 years, go remove it, rinse it, put it back. I'm like, that just defeats the purpose of it. Like, why would you even have something like that? So there's a lot of products that don't work. There's a few that work really well, but overpriced. Like my favorite, it's micro mesh type. Costco used to sell them. I work with one brand out of Florida called Leaf Solution. There's a few micro mesh as a type. I think micro mesh is the best. There's a few others. Like, I would say, stay away from plastics and stay away from brands that you see on a big TV. That's what I see in comments to my videos the most, like nightmare stories.
Now, let's talk pricing. A professional installation averages $650 up to $2,500, but quotes can shoot as high as $10,000, only to magically drop back to $3,500 once a manager steps in. One LeafGuard reviewer said his quote started at $24,000 before being slashed to $11,000. That raises doubts about the real value. Another customer paid over $10,000 only to see leaks where the system met the roof within months. Now, stack that against the alternative. A professional cleaning costs $120 up to $230. Even twice a year, you could go a full decade before you spend as much as one guard installation. So the real question isn't just, do they stop clogs? It's whether gutter guards truly save money, or are they just another expensive problem? Let's start with that. If you're not buried under oaks and pines, the smarter move might be sticking with a simple routine. Truth is, guards promise you'll never clean again, yet homeowners keep brushing off pollen, seeds, or roof grit. If cleaning is still part of the job, the goal should be making it easier. And that's where the tools come in. A leaf blower with a gutter attachment clears out dry leaves within minutes. For the wet mess, a telescoping hose wand works just fine. Add 4 to 6 foot downspout extensions to push water away from the foundation, and splash guards in roof valleys to stop those mini waterfalls that dump straight onto the ground. Small fixes, big differences. And if gutters are still overflowing, sometimes it's not about leaves at all. 5-inch gutters are the standard, but in storm-heavy regions, upgrading it to 6-inch with larger downspouts nearly doubles the capacity. Bigger gutters, fewer floods. Still, there are homes where guards do help, especially under heavy pine cover or on steep roofs that are dangerous to clean. But for many families, guards reduce the chore. They don't remove it. So, can you live without gutter guards? For many homeowners, yes. With the right tools, a couple of cheap upgrades, and a plan to clean about twice a year, you can save thousands of dollars and avoid many headaches. But if you do choose to install gutter guards, here's what you need to watch. Warranties. Lifetime doesn't always mean lifetime. Most cover only clogs inside the gutter, not debris piling on top, leaks from poor installation, or the installer that disappears. One homeowner paid $3,500 for a gutter topper with a lifetime no clogs guarantee, only to see overflow in just a few months while the installer went out of business.
I would have to reactivate the warranty at $750 for them to come out and clean. So personally, I think it was a total scam. So $3,800 is a lot of money for gutters that, I mean, ridiculous. It's not what I paid for. And the number one reason why I paid for it, like everybody else, you want the gutters to work, but if they do clog, I don't want to be getting up on my roof. I was doing that before. I have a very, very steep roof.
So are gutter guards worth it? Maybe. But for some homeowners, the cost, maintenance, and risks outweigh the benefits. In the end, it really depends on your home, your trees, and your budget. Sometimes the simplest fix is just cleaning twice a year with the right tools. If you found the video helpful, leave it a like and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in the next video.